So, the MiG-29, the new top tier for the USSR. I like it, it's a good plane, and of course, its main competitor is the F-16 when you take into fact that they're now both 12.0. And the MiG-29 seems to turn better for me at higher speeds than the F-16 at lower speeds. Of course, they have slightly different missile loadouts. With the MiG-29, I do take the 2 R-27ERs and 4 R-60Ms. And you can see that we're trying a bit of a ambitious launch there, but the missile does fly at Mach 5.8 according to the stat card. So it's the fastest radar missile in the game currently. But the guy that we fired the missile at does manage to notch it successfully and is now in a dogfight with one of our teammates. It looks like our teammate, however, has 4 enemies on his 6. And we're trying to get over there to see if we can help. But we notice an F-14 and an F-4J below us, and also an F-16. So we're going to see if we can shoot some R-60s off on any enemies below. But they're all flaring quite a lot, and just as the F-14 stops flaring, we shoot an R-60, but he flares just in time and manages to evade the missile. We just narrowly dodge a missile there, and we're getting hard locked by the F-4E behind us. So we're going to continue to fly straight, and we just flare, and luckily that's what ends up flaring away the missile from the F-4J, which we didn't see incoming. But the F-4E is going to be quite stubborn, and he's going to follow us. I want to get back into the fight as quick as I can, because it looks like our team, well, looks like they're about to get wrecked. So I'm going to start to set up doing something that you shouldn't do, and I'm going to try and reverse someone that's going slower than I am. So what I do is I put my plane to 0% throttle and try and get in a speed where I can actually pull hard. And as the F-4E tries to pull lead, I'll pull in hard and do a bit of a weird maneuver when the F-4E is probably thinking, what the hell did he just do? But whatever I did, I ended up on his 6 perfectly. We managed to get a critical hit in, do a little bit of a spray, but our follow-up burst takes him out for kill number 1. We start to head over to where the furball was, and we switch over to our R-27ERs, and we're trying to see if we can, well, spot anything pop up on the radar at this point. We're not really spotting anything though, but we're still going to continue in this direction regardless. But we start to get locked up by an F-14, so we start to notch his missile. I presume that was a Phoenix, either that or he just decided to lose lock on the AIM 7F. But we can't pursue the F-14 anyway because the F-4J is coming in, and if we carry on going in that direction, he would probably hard lock us with his radar. So we roll our plane to the side and get ready to turn in, just in time to where we think he won't have time to shoot off a radar missile. Well, lock one and shoot one off. And we want to start dogfighting the F-4J. We pull up over his nose just in time so he can't pull enough lead. And he's taking the dogfight. And you can see that we started to get the advantage there, but I put my air brake back in and start afterburning. This will put me in front for a little bit, but he won't be able to pull his nose up in the direction I'm going. We will carry a lot more speed with the amount of thrust to weight the MiG-29 has. He notices this, so he tries to extend away, and he's going a little bit faster. We would catch up anyway, but we shoot an R-60 just to make him slow down that little bit quicker. We know there's a lot of enemies around, so we want to be done in this dogfight as quick as we can. We start to pull lead on the guns and he reverses his turn, but with a nicely placed burst there, we take him out for kill number 2. We lock up the MiG-21 that's coming in, and we shoot off our R-27ER. Not too sure what the missile really did there, but we didn't manage to get a kill with a head-on radar missile. Okay. But we turn around anyway, And we start to try and pursue the MiG-21, but realise we're getting radar locked from something on our left. So we've just gone down to the ground, making sure the MiG-21 doesn't turn back in for us. And he's not, so we're going to go over and discover what's coming in for us. We start notching the radar missile. We realise it's an AIM-7M because it's the F-16. So we pull in when he can't get airlock anymore, and he's going far too fast to dogfight. And we're going to pursue him for a little while, but we realise that our fuel is on 4 minutes, and when you're afterburning, you can see how quick this fuel goes down. I don't think it's quite to the same level as the F-14's fuel drinking abilities, but we're on 3 minutes already. So we cut our afterburner, and the F-16 doesn't seem to be turning in anytime soon. So we're going to change our attention towards the MiG-21 bis. At the MiG-21 bis, well, we could have shot a missile there, but we lost control unfortunately. And that plane's not as hot, so he managed to defeat the missile with a little amount of flares really. He's going faster than us, and of course the MiG-29 is faster, but with the amount of fuel we've got, we can't afford to chase him down and run out of fuel. So we're pulling towards the F-16 and he's radar locking us once again. So we notch the AIM-7M and we manage to just about dodge that one, and he shoots off a AIM-9L and we flare that one away as well. And once again he's going far too fast, so we reverse our turn and we manage to get nicely on his 6. Unfortunately here our teammate in the MiG-27 takes a head on, but we've shot a missile at the F-16 who's focused on the MiG-27, and we managed to take him out for kill number 3. At this point we're going to head back to base because we need some more fuel, being that we only have a minute and a half left. So we've just taken off after refueling and rearming, and we've been having a little bit of trouble with this F-14. He was trying to shoot some missiles off at us whilst we're on the airfield, which is fair, valid tactic. I had to land because of my fuel. But we're going to try and start a dogfight with the F-14. And I wanted to see how the MiG-29 would handle against the F-14 in a lower speed dogfight. So we zero throttle our plane and we just pull up and over. And whilst we start to get to the lower speeds, we start afterburning again. And we've ended up on the F-14-6. Now, we kind of get stuck in a little bit of a situation here where I start trying to discover what I can do in this situation. I try and turn off my afterburner to see if I can pull any tighter than he can. He is fully afterburning his plane, but then again it didn't seem to be making too much of a difference, so I decided to start afterburning as well, because in my head I thought, well, why not? I want to try and get rid of as much fuel as I can so I can try and turn tighter. And the longer this goes on, of course, the F-14 is just as fuel hungry, if not probably a lot more. But as we get towards the lower fuel states, he's either going to run out really quick, or I'm going to start out-turning him from how this looks at the moment. The lower fuel load that I end up on. We do obviously have our Fulcrum 6 missiles, which is weighing us down a bit. And we notice that there's a MiG-21 coming in as well. These are the last 2 guys on the enemy team. And of course I've been the last guy alive for a while since my friendly MiG-27 went down. And thank God I didn't, but I was thinking about pulling off earlier during this engagement. The F-14 manages to pull off first, which means that I'm on his 6. And the F-14's extremely hot, so we lock him up with an R-60 and we do shoot it off. He does flare it away, he's paying attention, and we shoot another one off, but we're making him turn and we're going to catch up. And this gun, amazing. We take him out for kill number 4, and the MiG-27 is, well, MiG-21, sorry, he's now coming head on. So we shoot the R-27ER, which does some wacky stuff again, but it manages to take him out and his missile as he shot it off the rail, which leaves us with kill number 5. So that is it, that is the ace. I will show you the rewards as always, but please do like, comment and subscribe. Over and out.